Starting here.
I'll see you again. These are my partners. That's on. Thank you. Don't forget to see your durations.
Hello, President Trump. How are you? So good to see you. Great. How are you? Sam Fondy's doing what she can. So they have the Biden attorney over there to see this.
They gave it a very unfair deal. Do they know about it? I'll get it sure. This is really
chemicals, gas, and energy, wood, energy infrastructure, renewable energy industries, low carbon solutions, as well as our investments in the sector. This is what exists in our balance sheet like product estates and the US rise in current investments. We have interesting financially to be able to reason we have different applications like $40 billion investment and benefits being used. This will contribute $40 billion in technology and what is it to our excellence, which is our established. It was pressure was because of the school that's not making this issue because it don't have any of that. Does that make sense? Was that should I ask the colleagues brother?
Secretary of West is here. So impressive that I'm just here. I'd like you to hear it. The investment that they're making this year the portfolio using also November 5th. But I think it's so impressive. I'd love to have you speak. We have some of the greatest people on earth in business, ExxonMobil, etc. And they could say a couple of words also. But this is a very big investment, you can see. And I'd love to have them speak so that you could hear it as well as me. So please.
As you can see on the map, we exist in 50 assets in 18 different states. This spans the whole energy value chain from gas development, production, acceleration, distribution, and liquefaction, LNG terminals, energy infrastructure.
The money that they're spending, they will be spending in the United States over a period
Our
of...
current investments are 70
Right.
billion. We committed 370 billion over the next 10 years, leading to 440 billion by 2035.
$440 billion.
This will have an annual GDP impact of $29 billion, and it will support 470,000 jobs. This is what XRG was created for. It's an internationally dedicated investment company focused on the energy value chain. The US has become an absolute imperative when it comes to our investment strategy. We're investing across the value chain of gas, specialty chemicals, energy infrastructure, and here this is just an example how great and how well cemented and deeply rooted the existing relationship with the
ExxonMobil is right here.
Exxon is investing with us here in the UAE, and we're also investing with them in the US, Occidental Petroleum and EOG. And as thanks to Mr. President, with your permission, just to give
Occidental Petroleum. This is the most powerful woman in the petroleum business. That's what they tell me. I don't know. What do I do?
So our partners have committed in new investments worth $60 billion in upstream oil and gas, as well as new unconventional opportunities. Please.
Well, Mr. President, we're obviously the largest ExxonMobil, the largest investor in oil and gas in the United States. We're also a large investor in the United Arab Emirates. ADNOC is a strategic partner of ours globally. We look at it as the best of both. Exxon brings the technology and the global experience. ADNOC have a deep capability set. The best of the both is the way we're developing businesses.
It's great. Great job you're doing.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
The U.S. appreciates it.
With Exxon, Mr. President, what's hard to present you what must pass. This is a top for the highest quality. Right, this includes the highest in API, lowest carbon intensity services system. And this is what we both resist. Description, right? The technology is what needs to do.
Hey, Howard, how are you? See you.
So this is one drop of oil. Now they think I'm happy with that. This is the highest quality oil there is on the planet, and they only gave me a drop.
Way to go, Tom. Way to go.
Can you imagine? But anyway, but it's tremendous what you're doing, and
I'm sure nobody would like benchmark. Not bad.
we'll be glad. Yep, I know that. You're very well. Everybody knows that.
Mr. President, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
I'll see you.
Thank you very much.
How's the one?
You do want to say who you are?
Yeah, so Jacob representing EOG Resources. We're excited to get a concession, first of its kind for unconventional oil resources here in Abu Dhabi, partnering with ADNOC, leading energy company in the world. We're very excited to be here. We appreciate the opportunity. I think it'll be the beginning of a long-term strategic partnership with both companies.
Listen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the investment, too.
I'm Vicki Holland with Occidental Petroleum, and we've been here 25 years, and together with ADNOC, we took on one of the most difficult projects here in the UAE, and that was to build the largest ultra-sour gas processing plant in the world in the middle of the desert, where it took 43,000 people at the peak construction. We had to build a small city for that, and we built it on time and on budget because of the strength of the ADNOC technical capabilities along with ours. But now we're going to take that technical expertise, we're going to expand that plant from the 1 BCF a day that it was. We've already expanded it to 1.4, and now we're going to take it up to 1.8 times that. So that technology is going well for us, and we've been highly successful with it. The next technology that we'll partner with ADNOC on is in the United States. It's our direct air capture facility that will take CO2 out of the atmosphere and use that CO2 in our oil reservoirs to enhance our production and extend the energy independence of the United States.
And the profits all go to the United States, and also the firms used to do the building, most of them, a lot of them, and the equipment purchased is made in the United States. So it's been an amazing relationship. And we have a few others that we're going to show you also, but this has been great. Congratulations. It's a great job. Scott, do you have anything to say? And Howard?
There's just been an incredible trip in terms of bringing foreign direct investments into the U.S. and solidifying our position with our partners, and seeing you with these leaders over the past 3 days has been an incredible experience, and it's going to enhance the partnership and grow the U.S. economy. So peace and prosperity.
And I only got one drop.
But it's high quality.
We're working on a barrel.
We'll send you a ballot. We'll send you a
So the AI industrial revolution is coming to the world, and it needs power. And so our focus is going to be to dramatically increase the power production in America. We're going to bring our partners with us. We're going to do it together, and we're going to try to double the power capacity of the United States of America under your leadership. So this is incredibly exciting.
Well, you saw what was presented last night, and there's nothing like that anywhere in the world, and the United States is the big beneficiary, and now they're also moving into many sites like what you saw last night, and actually it will actually even be bigger. And we have many of those already committed and going forward. Some of them have already started, and we got their permits in record time. Otherwise, it would be years and years waiting. Their permits are already gotten. In fact, a couple of them that you know very well, the biggest in the business, said we can't believe it. We want a permit to build an electric plant, and we got it in very short. So it's really been amazing. And we're going to go through a list of a couple of different groups, and you see some incredible investment going back into the U.S.
Thank you.
Okay, this will be healthcare.
See you again.
Nice to see you.
Colleagues Tom, you know him? Different clinic.
Yes, go here. Good, good.
Right from our side.
I want to say hello to Larry.
Exactly.
He's great. Say hello.
Great point.
Linus, can we let them come over here?
Of course. Please.
Might as well, I think. Yeah. Why don't you stand right here where you can see?
Let's bring the press closer.
You want to get over here, Marty? Let me see Marty to get scared.
Marty to see what happened. Marty can
You can get them one. More I was getting rid of stuff. Yeah, you could come over here. Go ahead if you like. We'll show you the individual. Bring the camera over here if you want. Is that okay, Doug?
Absolutely, so thank you, sorry. Where's the full camera? I'll bring it right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Where's the full camera, Peter? Full camera. CBS, where are you? He's the president.
Wait 1 second. Let's look at them. We're going to be through right here. Yes.
Right here, Harry. It's right here. Hopefully, please. One of the yes. All right, sir.
So this is very interesting on healthcare, and if you could take it away.
Yes, sir. To pick up on my colleague Dr. Sultan just now about the energy.
Yeah.
In the UAE, we changed the formula of Einstein of E equals to MC squared to E equals to I. Energy equals to intelligence. And last night, you unveiled an amazing project, the largest intelligence factory to be built outside the United States. And we believe the best use case of intelligence, AI, is in healthcare. As much as we follow our colleague Elon Musk going to the outer space, we believe the inner space of humanity need to be better explored. And that's why healthcare is so critical. If you allow me, Mr. President. Here's a brief overview of what Abu Dhabi. Together with our U.S. partners, leading one of the most intelligent healthcare systems. The intelligence means it's low cost and high quality, equal access to all. We have linked all the hospitals and the ecosystem of healthcare, including providers, patients, and payers, in a single network. So all the data is in one single place. No paperwork everywhere. Wherever you go. We already are applying AI from medical imaging to doctor application across core hospitals in the U.S. And $4.5 billion numbers of clinical and insurance records are consolidated. Most importantly, we have the largest genomic data in the world, bigger than UK government. Almost 1 million people have been sequenced.
So this is going to make a tremendous difference on health. You're just going to find out what's wrong with somebody a lot quicker.
100%.
That's good.
You know, we invented a large language model. It unlocked the secret of human thinking and communications. Now we need to build a large biology model. Because our biology is different language than English, Russian, or any other language. This is a new AI platform we're building with our American partners.
I was just going to introduce Cleveland Clinic is here, and a gentleman from Morocco representing Larry Ellison and Food. Friend of mine, Larry's a great guy, great man. And you have the best partners, and again, they're working here, they're U.S. companies, and it's all ultimately coming back to the U.S., and they'll be doing even bigger versions of this. This is a real pioneering thing, and so many good things are going to come out of AI, but most of you haven't seen yet. But the number of plants being built in the United States is at a level that nobody could even imagine. The big ones, right? The really big ones. And what we showed last night was, so those two, with a great leader in this environment. So, Gory, would you like to say something?
Yes, Tommy Hunter from Cleveland Clinic. If you imagine in dark shading with his accomplished together here. What you can see here, this 2008, there was just this small island, and visit in 2025. This is Cleveland Clinic in Abu Dhabi.
Some difference, yeah.
4 million square foot facility that is transformed healthcare in this part of the world. So now 10 years since the opening, it has become the best hospital here in the region, and people from the region, from all over the place, come to experience the best of U.S. healthcare that is available here in the healthcare.
And AI is going to really take it over, right?
And AI is going to enter into the new era, where this is going to get even better, scalable, and available to people in the United States as well as here in the UAE and ultimately all over the world. And that's why the collaboration with Oracle is so important.
Two great U.S. companies benefiting, and it comes back to our country. And they're doing things like this, and even at a bigger level. Go ahead, Gil.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a tremendous honor to partner with the Cleveland Clinic and G42. This AI platform that we're rolling out in the United States and in Abu Dhabi here at the Cleveland Clinic is not just about making it a little bit better. It's about making things dramatically better, reinventing healthcare, reinventing the technology around healthcare, and bending the cost curve down. People get sick by knowing what's wrong with them more quickly, and then perhaps even more importantly, keeping them from getting sick in the first place. And the answer is aggregating all this data. And again, we're just honored and thank you, Mr. President, for all the support to make this possible.
I'm just thinking, we have a president of the United States doing the selling. You think Biden would be doing it? I don't think so. But it's so important. I think I have to be a cheerleader for our country. That's why our country is doing so well. And it's people like this that we appreciate it. Great job at Cleveland Clinic. Say hello to Larry. And now we'll take a look at aviation.
Water products and services that are coming to the USA with our partners like Boeing, RTX, and other world-class partners from the USA. One of the most important things is this is going to use more than $60 billion worth of supply and create jobs for over 12,000 jobs in the USA. That's right. We're glad with this relationship. It's been an impressive relationship with Etihad and Boeing and GE. And Mr. President, we are also doubling our capacity and our fleet we're growing from 57 to nearly 100 aircraft. Yes. And we just reached the deal also with Boeing so far, and it's been an incredible relationship. Maybe you want to say some few words, President?
Our strategic partnership with Etihad as well as with Emirates we appreciate your support and leadership. We look forward to that.
Kelly's doing good. Kelly's been here for a couple of days. It's very good.
Mr. President, our backbone is actually Boeing. Mr. President, and it tells you a lot about the relationship that we have with the U.S. company. And our CEO also.
You buy mostly Boeing, correct?
Yes, completely Boeing. The backbone, over 70% of ours.
It's just my opinion, but Boeing makes the best plane. And they've had some headaches over the last few years, but they make the best plane, and you see what's happening. And it's not the only case, but a lot of people are ordering the Boeing jets, and they're gearing up. And I think it's going to be one of the great stories. And the General Electric engine is phenomenal. The big body General Electric engine is phenomenal. So it's great to see. Thank you. So you focus on Boeing, then?
Yes, sir. And
for 20% of our it's really the result of it very well.
It's a hot engine.
So it's a very hot
engine. That's good. 20% less fuel, that sounds good.
Mr. President, we
How many engines will they be buying then, ultimately?
about 100.
And yes, about 100. And are they the biggest engines at this point?
The turbofan max, yes.
That's the biggest one. That's the one we're hearing.
Yeah. And anytime maybe going to really excited to do.
They had a breakthrough GE on engines. Their big engine is the hottest engine there is. It's through the roof. And General Electric, you talk about a comeback. General Electric has made one of the great comebacks, and it's both in healthcare and other things. But on your engine, I think that's really maybe the greatest story of them all. They came out with a way to make a better engine with 20% less fuel, and that's a tough combination. So congratulations. I was with Larry yesterday, and he's done a fantastic job.
And great customer service.
Yeah,
which is very important.
Yeah.
It's true. It's not only starting the engine, but keeping the engines running. That's really important.
You can be proud of yourselves. So a tremendous investment being made in the United States by this group and this airline. And they don't do financing. It's subject to financing. They don't say subject to financing. So thank you very much. What a great.
It's the growth on it. Today, first time in travel.
Come here, please.
Here, I can see. The first airline in Italy to fly through. So they have the PGA Championship brought on there, right? So today we hurry up and you get some food.
Absolutely. And also, as this is the only first and so far we've been awesome. It's been here and over 1 million fans.
A lot of other people are looking for that.
Very proud to have this relationship with the USA and we have a lot of value.
That's great.
And finally, was the president. We just signed also the naming rights of the New York City Football Club by the hat.
Oh, good.
And we are spending over $800 million.
So where was in Queens? I know the area of that. It's quite interesting. I grew up in Queens. And not the area
Where is the city?
Oh, that's good. That's where we used to fix the cars. And a lot of other things got fixed there. That's a great site. So how many people are there? 25,000?
25,000.
Is it 9%?
Yeah, they'll be conscious.
Will they be using that in the Olympics? Yeah, because it's really just bribe for some of the games. We have to go watching that. It's sort of present.
They have the state-of-the-art stadium.
Yes. We have the World Cup coming. We have World Cup coming, and we have the Olympics coming over the next couple of years. That's great.
We got another.
You're going to do great with this episode. And what is location? So you aboard here. You think a good location?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Sorry. Good luck.
Please.
Yeah.
You good?
Big job to be a little very special project. It is a big, very special project. Please go ahead.
So this is raised technology. It's not developable, but they can find it. We're working for the war. We're going to
Investing $4 billion in Oklahoma, Doug. So if you want to move after you finish with the camera stuff, get a part-time at Tulsa. I don't think you're going to be giving up the camera. That's great. So what percentage roughly of the market in the U.S.? That's great. This is going to be about 30%. We've got the instrumentation on what you're doing. And then other I'm getting price. So how much will you be spending in the U.S. to make your plans get everything done? Right now, before the exploration. You see, they're doing all of this work in the U.S. with the aluminum. They do a lot of aluminum here, but if they do it here, they have to pay a big tariff to send it in. So you know what they're doing? They're building a big plant in the U.S. There's no tariff.
We're exporting 700,000 tons. Now we're going to make it in the U.S.
No, that's definitely. You're going to make it in the U.S. It's amazing. It's
Making the public difference. 4,000 jobs have been lost now. Exceptional. 1,000 jobs.
You know the sad part? Whoever's next president, let's just say whoever's the next president is going to say, what a great job they did. Look, I built all these plants, I built all these factories.
Going to finish it fast.
Look at that. Now, can you imagine? I'll be sitting home, who the hell knows? I'll saying, I did that. And everyone will say, but somebody's going to be cutting a ribbon and, well, we're going to be finished long before that. But somebody's going to be taking the credit for this. You remember, press. This guy did it. Go ahead.
You're going to get us. We're going to go fast. Get us across.
Go fast. They're going to go fast.
So government cities, I do not set that from my first.
So it's high end. This is all high end.
It's premium.
How do you define premium?
Talking about this again, UA, the double pressure flat sheet, it will represent thousands of jobs. Concurring with the office, construction, automobiles, dams, around all of that.
Where do they use premium aluminum? What kind of like
Industries.
engines?
That's right. That's where the end of it. I know that's not too close to clear supply. Well, the reason our thoughts are that's not represented because one of the byproducts of aluminum production, the critical equal gallons are incredibly important to our defense airspace and then also years in
How do you do the Patriot?
Yes, why they
The Patriot missiles, yes.
and so for the range that's required, the search area that's required, the huge gallons to. So this is the assurance that this is done very closely in the world and making sure that it's plentiful and available to us.
How much aluminum is used in the Patriot missiles?
It's galleon, so that's the important part. Galleon comes from Europe. And of course, we use a lot of so very important for the galleon in particular to the incredible potential.
How do you define galleon? How do you define galleon? Most people don't know.
Yes, we're a rare earth.
It went to the Thousand Parents.
It can come from many locations, I would imagine, for all the US.
It can today it's been to the port to the point China. So we actually continue that access to it for our defense system. So this trip, so this mechanism, that type like that, it comes up. Yeah, a little bit of something.
When will you be finished with this?
Yes. Probably in another couple of years. What I can see here, so we're going to visit 10 to 20 years. Most of that we go for a rhythm. And the incredible high power electrics and this country and allies, galleon.
That's good. You have to find other locations. You do have to find locations.
Mr. President, also with the governor.
Yeah,
great ground with that.
It's a great guys. So I won Oklahoma. They have 77 counties, and I won all 77 3 times in a row. Second was Ronald Reagan. He won 56 of the 77. I won all 77. So you better behave. Otherwise, I will think about to buy your aluminum. No, it's a great company, great everything. But you see the big investment that's being made in building a massive plant, expanding and building a massive aluminum plant in Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. That's something, like 77 and 77, all 3 times. So, okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We have one more. Thank you. Great job.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure.
This is the fun.
Susie, Madam Rock, finished the presentation.
Yes, I see that now.
We're going to discuss the power of collaboration. We've had that really be great tonight. Power of partnership is present between the United States of America and the United Arab Emirates. Starts off, our culture drives our ambitions, harnesses our heritage to shape the future and philosophies. Riyadh Cultural District is a district that celebrates global culture. It is one of the greatest concentrations of cultural institutions. It consists of the residence, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, the Louvre Abu Dhabi, the Sheikh Zayed National Museum, the Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi, Team Lab Phenomena, and the Abrahamic Family House.
That is fantastic. Cool. That is fantastic.
You can see that short of it.
Good. Cool.
Mr. President, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, the largest Guggenheim to date. If we take the Guggenheim in New York, Mr. President, it fits in one gallery. Guggenheim Abu Dhabi.
So this is the Guggenheim, the largest one by far. And the famous Guggenheim in New York can fit in one galley. And they have, how many galleries do you have?
28 galleries.
28. Yeah, 28. Fits in one. Wow. Who's the architect?
Designed by the great Frank Gehry.
Oh, did he do the whole?
Yes, sir.
He did all of it.
Yes, sir.
Frank Gehry is, yeah.
Just the Guggenheim. Just the Guggenheim.
Beautiful.
And, Mr. President, construction will be completed by the end of this year. Good. We're going to be opening early next year.
Good. That's great.
Mr. President, we have a global collection which includes some of the best American artists. As you can see, the Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington resides today at the Louvre Abu Dhabi. It's a phenomenal portrait. And we also have great contemporary
I've
artists.
been looking for that painting for the Oval Office. I'll bet you'd let me have it for a little while.
Yes, sir.
I know him very well. One word, he'll let me have it. I'll bet if I send it, you'll give it to me. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. President, Abu Dhabi is the creative city of music. It's been instilled by UNESCO. We have great American partners with us here. We have Berkeley School of Music that's helped us socialize music with our educational programs. We just hosted an Abu Dhabi International Jazz Day with Herbie Hancock. Of course, we're partnering with the Grammys, the Recording Academy, for the MENA region. Mr. President, Abu Dhabi is the home of entertainment. And to be a home of entertainment, we have partnered with some of the best U.S. partners here. Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi opened its door in 2021. At the time, it was the world's largest indoor theme park. We also opened the first Warner Brothers hotel in Abu Dhabi with great IPs like DC, the Jetsons, Flintstone, Looney Tunes, and Tom and Jerry, and others to come. We've started construction this summer of the first Harry Potter themed land. It's going to be a marvelous place, also all indoor. We also opened the Sir President SeaWorld Abu Dhabi here in Abu Dhabi, and now it's become the world's largest indoor marine life theme park in the world. And of course, working with our good friends from SeaWorld, we opened the first research and rescue center, first of its kind in the region. And now, Mr. President, is where the magic happens. We just signed a phenomenal deal.
Sure. I just read about it.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
This will bring the magic of Disney to the region and beyond. This is going to be the most technologically advanced park ever built. And it's going to bring a whole new world of imagination to the region. Of course, Mr. President, we love sport. And sport entertains the world. We've also partnered with some of the best American institutions to bring that to the world. Of course, Formula One. It happens every single year in December here in Abu Dhabi. It's the last race. It brings thousands of visitors from around the world to enjoy the race.
So that will move to this area?
It's currently on Yas Island. It's an island of entertainment that hosts theme parks and many
Boy, that's a great way to do it. Go ahead.
That first image, Mr. President, with the golf course, that's what he built. That's what he
That's
built.
great.
Yes, sir. I know you're a fan of golf courses. The golf course is designed by an American golf architect, Hal Phillips. It's one of the top 50 golf courses around the world.
That's great.
Of course, Mr. President, the UFC are great partners. And everything we do, Mr. President, is about long-term partnerships.
We've hosted this partnership since 2010, and we've extended it till 2029. We host several fights here in Abu Dhabi. We host the fight night, and we have the championship fight at the auditorium. We're also working with Mr. President, having a center of excellence with the UFC here in Abu Dhabi.
Also, we've been investors in the UFC, Mr. President.
And there's nobody better than Dana White.
We made a lot of money with him. He's a good friend of ours and a great investor.
Yes, sir.
That's great. It's great.
Mr. President, Jiu-Jitsu is our national sport, and we export Jiu-Jitsu to all over the world. And predominantly, one of our biggest partners is the U.S., where we host several championships throughout U.S. cities. Last year, we hosted the World Jiu-Jitsu Championships in Dallas. That's a partnership we want to grow. It's 40 events launched since 2009.
Well,
Mr. President, sports. Again, we have a fantastic relationship with the National Basketball Association, where we host exhibition games every year here in Abu Dhabi. Thousands of fans from around the world experience this fantastic sport. Since we partnered with the NBA, there has been a 50% increase in regional participation between young boys and young women.
well,
Also, Mr. President, we do sponsorship deals with the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks, and Madison Square Garden. Of course, you can't go to Yas Island without being a home of entertainment. Last year, we had 111 events, 1.6 million attendees, musical events from all over the world, predominantly from amazing musical artists coming from the United States of America. And of course, to host them moving forward, we're going to host them in the Sphere of Abu Dhabi. Similar to the one that's in Vegas, but this is the 2.0 version.
similar size.
Yes, sir. 22,000.
It's a good one, yeah.
And this will be
It's bigger, I think.
This will be slightly bigger, and the technology will be slightly enhanced. Perfect. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. That's amazing.